Hoboken, New Jersey is a city that has been known by many names throughout its history. You have the Port City, the birthplace of Frank Sinatra, the first game of baseball ever played, and now the city is just known as a commuter hub for the young people of the town to live and commute into New York City for work. Throughout all this, one thing has remained constant, and that's the food. Before that, we're going to go through a history of the town by taking a look at its backstory. In 1784, Colonel John Stevens purchased the land that is now Hoboken for roughly $90,000. Over time, he would transform the land into his image, with the hopes of converting the area into a retreat from the city. The ease of access from the river also prompted many buildings of factories across the town, and the city became a major focal point in the United States economy. Hoboken became a getaway of sorts for immigrants to come to move to the United States, which led to a massive increase in diversity in the region, with all sorts of cultures, and their foods, entering this new region. The first to come were the Germans, so I decided to start my food tour for the day with German food. Breakfast was served at the Old German Bakery on Washington Street. The bakery's founder, Heydrich Urachin, immigrated from Germany and made it his mission to bring authentic German bread to the city. Old German Bakery is now a staple of Hoboken, and it provides homemade style of German pastries for all people to eat and enjoy. For breakfast, I had a delicious pastry that he strived to make just how his family would. Lunch was done at the next staple of Hoboken dining, which is by the Italians and their delis. There are all sorts of delis across the town, but Fiore's is the most notable, both in its taste and its history. It's renowned for its world-famous mozzarella cheese, and it doesn't have a menu. It just has daily specials or anything else you would like to order. The roast beef, gravy, and mozzarella special on Fridays is to die for. Fiore's has been around since 1913 as well, almost over a decade, and has seen all kinds of celebrity visitors, from Frank Sinatra himself to the cast of The Sopranos and everybody in between. For lunch, I had myself a sandwich with chicken, mutts, red peppers, and balsamic, and it was absolutely delicious. Not every immigrant came from the East, however. Latino culture played a giant role in Hoboken's history as well. La Isla is a classic case of this community. It's his family owned since the 1970s, and it eventually got so big that it had to expand into a second location uptown as well. I took my girlfriend here for dinner the other night, and we had some oxtails and chicken and garlic sauce, which was absolutely delicious. Hudson County is the most diverse region in New Jersey, and as a Hispanic myself, I love having an opportunity to have a restaurant that has a natural feel of home to it. Lastly, I know this is a food tour, but you can't help to talk about the bars in Hoboken. Hoboken has more bars per square mile than any city in the entire country, and that is where we bring in the Irish immigrants here as well. There are Irish bars and pubs across the entire city for every mood you're in, from going out for a nightlife to just going in for a quiet drink. My personal favorite bar is Cork City, which has a speakeasy of sorts, and it welcomes you in with a very warm feeling, and one of the most extensive beer lists I've ever seen that rotates every day, and it's a good getaway from the louder nightlife that's a few streets down, although there's much and more of that if you wanted to get into that yourself. Diversity is such an important part of this town, and it really supports the region. You're able to get a taste, literally, of what makes it all just Hoboken by trying all the food options available. No matter what kind of food you're looking for, you can always get something in this great city and explore all of the diverse and historic past as a result.